Come on in, fam. Hey, spicy. Happy Friday to you too. Come on in, people. We got a little. I guess you can call it presentation. Not so much. Just gonna talk about some folks real quick. Gonna be a little messy. Gonna be a little messy for these folks real for the one time. Mhm. So, yeah, yep. But it's not really so much as messy. We just gonna straighten some shit out. Hey, Didi. Happy Friday to all of you good folk. What the hell you doing? Finna be messy. That's what I'm doing. Gotta talk about some folk. Gotta call some folks out.
Oh,
Oh,
what's happening with you, man?
what's going on with it, man? African spirits are responsible for why the spirits hate God Almighty and humans. Oh, is that right, Vuki? African spirits, huh? So, which, not the praying mantis. Nah.
That was on my that was on my window.
Vuki. So, are you saying that African spirits should not hate God?
Hey, speaking of African spirits, did you see Unc and Wack talking?
I've seen the video, but I didn't watch it. But I
Oh
see
yeah, they
it has
trying
some.
to say Unc on some voodoo shit because he had a rolled up $100. I think it was $100 bill rolled up in a cup with the ends burnt.
Quavian.
You sound like Key and Peele.
Hey, Ron. Hey, Ron. It's Aaron. Oh, so I don't know how to read now. Blocky, Blocky. What's up, Quay, DD, Spicy, Vicky,
Okay.
Mr.
So
Reeves. How are everyone?
it's gonna, if you haven't done it before, make sure y'all like the live.
So y'all go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Bling, 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 bling. Ring the bell.
Still ask this question. Do in your perspective.
Shit. So hey, we got some folk in here. Thank y'all for.
What you? So what's on your agenda for the day, man? What's the topic on the table?
It look like a washing machine. Um, hold up.
Huh?
I think my washing machine just got. Alright, well, Kazon was good with it, dude.
What is it? Phase on?
Kazon in the chat.
No.
So today we gonna talk about this damn microwave society. As soon as I get to talking fucking washing machines, now we gotta move locations. Try to call it anyway, dude. Oh, look at that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn my camera and we gonna get to this shit, y'all. These damn microwave society. So the microwave society, I call the people who are lazy. They want things quick, fast, right now. Hold on one second. You about to call it, and I'm gonna catch it live. Well, shit, what's wrong with your catches? So if we live in a world that moves at the speed of a swipe. Everything is prepackaged, pre-thought, and pre-digested. On the surface, it seems like progress, but the more we move outsource our thinking, the more we outsource our thinking, the more we shrink our capacity to think deeply. Like I say all the time, we were taught what to think, not how to think. So this is the birth of the microwave society of people trained to want it now, fast, and easy at the expense of their mental and spiritual growth. Now, we've been around me. You know that I'm all about growth. We all have to grow in order to evolve, in order to get there, move past these struggles we call in this roller coaster called life. Now, this matters because it matters spiritually because your mind is an extension of your soul's creative power. Right? If your mind is on autopilot or is operating under the standards of somebody else, well, you're not getting much out of it. You're not getting its full potential. But when you think deeply, you solve problems. You you may wrestle with complexity. You know, are also exercising your divine ability to shape reality. Your thoughts shape your reality. We create our own reality by the thoughts we have, regardless of how we were taught that life goes. Hey, Paul, mute yourself.
Mute myself. Oh,
Yeah, I got an echo going on. Let me see if that helps.
before I do, you mind if I insert a insert something with this
Go ahead.
microwave? Um, yes, you are correct. The microwave society wants fast, quick, fast, in a hurry, right?
Right.
But there's one thing they want that. There's another aspect in that may need focusing on. When you look at all of that stuff, it all boils down to low effort,
So what?
low low effort,
Oh, yeah.
right? So,
Hmm.
and if you think about it, inventions, things that are invented with the intention to get the same outcome with as less effort as possible. Now, now, maybe to get to the bottom of this might be why are we trying to, or our drive to exert as less effort as possible.
You said, why are we? Repeat
Yeah,
that.
I mean, huh?
I said, repeat it. My shit went in and out. I didn't hear the the part of the question. I heard the why, but I didn't
I
hear
said,
the question.
why are people, societies, humans in a way, their drive is to have less effort with same outcome, but want the same outcome.
Oh, yeah, that sound like a participation trophy. They I feel that with this damn equality shit, you know, people want equal pay, equal benefit for them doing less work. You know, it gives them the shit of
Wait, we didn't hear you. You was going in and out. All right.
saying
For
people
instance,
want
look. For instance,
less
for
work.
instance, yeah. For instance, you were just talking about the washing machine. That invention was made so your ass don't have to be outside by a river somewhere with a little wash thing scrubbing your shit.
Yeah.
So you,
Now there are some pros and cons to convenience, but the convenience isn't the problem. It's the amount of convenience that we want. We want everything, you know, right now. Doesn't matter what it is. No, it's out.
yeah. All right. Well, watch this. I just typed in about low effort, right? And it says many social, because after you started talking about the microwave, and I, was thinking about it, and I typed in, and that one word stuck out to me, low effort. It brought up all the shit you said, the fast pace and all that.
Yeah.
And so that low effort stood out to me, and it's kind of like, wait a minute, all right? And it says many social and personal issues can be linked to a lack of sustained effort. In relationships, low effort can lead to communication breakdowns and loss of intimacy. In work, it can result in decreased productivity, low morale, and a lack of innovation. On a societal level, low effort thinking, such as reluctance to engage with complex topics or to question misinformation, can lead to poor decision making and social fragmentation. The counter argument it's often more complex than just a simple lack of effort. People may be struggling with systematic issues, mental challenge issues, or lack of resources that make it difficult to put in the effort that is expected of them. For example, a person living in poverty may have less quality time to spend with their children, not because they don't care, but because of financial strain and stress. Attributing all problems to low effort can be a form of victim blaming and overlooking the real structural barriers.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, the computer is was invented to low effort in thinking. Hey, the calculator. Fuck, I don't have to sit here and add this shit. I don't
Yeah.
have to
I mean,
I
it
don't have to
really,
count on my fingers and toes.
I mean, like some of these, like for the computer, the calculator, it's shit, I'm not, bashing all of it. Just, you know, the the harm that it can cause because we're too dependent on the quick right now, the mental lazy. When we let the convenience, we become spiritually, we become operating on autopilot. We be stuck in survival mode. All of this shit is the a con from these convenience things, these things that are
Yeah,
convenient.
yeah, but think about it. What makes somebody go over there and and put something in the microwave.
They want it right then.
Yeah, but
There's no like
that's
the
you
people.
know, yes, yes, that's one thing. But the other thing, bro, is I
They don't
don't
have to
feel
do the
like
work.
exactly. I don't want to stand over a stove. You know what I'm
So
saying?
that
Having to.
goes with wanting it right then. That
I
defeats
know,
the
but
purpose of cooking. They wanted the shit right there. Hey, I don't want to cook. I want to go into my freezer, pull out this hungry man or hungry woman meal, pop it in the microwave for 5 to 10 minutes instead of standing over the stove for 2 to 3 hours.
all right.
I mean,
Now, here's the
I
question.
get it, but that's
Yeah,
the
not
problem.
wait,
I'm
wait.
just talking about
I,
the convenience. That's the
Nah,
issue.
yeah, wait. Well, now here's the question to you. Which one do you think is the driving force? The speed or having to do the work of pulling out the pots and which one is the driving force? Hey, I want
I
it
don't
now.
I don't think
Oh,
either is the driving force. I think they both have equal responsibility in it.
yeah. Yeah, they do.
Mhm.
Okay, look at that. They talk about hey, all these motherfucker illegals coming over taking our jobs, but in fact, the jobs that they taking, y'all motherfuckers don't want to do anyway.
Hold on, but convenience is the reason why these people lazy today. You go back to the goddamn the watchboard outside, motherfuckers will appreciate like a little bit more.
Hey, you think somebody want to sit up there with a stick going in a barrel just to make some damn cheese or butter or something?
Hey, that's not my problem what a person want to do or not. That's the goddamn that's the problem. That's the reason for this live. Motherfuckers want this shit. They want the convenience. They want the the tools to assist them complete the work. Now,
Well,
if it's going to be efficient, okay, use your assistance, use the tool. If it's gonna just make you lazy to where now every time you look to do something, you look for a tool to do it for you, you look for somebody else to do the work for you. No, that's what the fuck we need to get out of. We need to get back to the actual paying attention to the journey we got them take instead of just the destination. The actual standing over the stove for the 2 to 3 hours preparing and cooking your meal is the journey versus just popping up at the destination but throwing the hungry man in the microwave.
man, give me a hot pocket. Let me go. If you think
So
about it, man, okay, think about it. Everybody want the bag or generational wealth and all of that shit. What do they want that for? What does that actually mean? I don't have to work. I want to be rich. I want to have a whole bunch of money. For what? So I don't have to work.
do the
Okay,
work.
but what you
Do the work.
gonna? Huh?
Do I said do the work.
Hmm.
I mean that's what it's all gonna go back to doing the fucking work. We can take as many avenues as we take. It's all gonna lead back to doing the fucking work that these people don't want to do. Hence the reason for this live stream. You know? But there's things that they can do to get out of that mindset. That's it, they gotta want to do the work. It all starts in the mind with wanting to do a certain thing. People gonna make time for something they really want to be a part of. But what is all of that about? No, I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear. What is all of that about? Thinking, well, if that's your song, take that part. Don't nobody want to. That's it. Huh? You don't want that song. I don't want it.
Hey, not
Yeah,
not
you
every,
want
not not everything that's fast is bad. I got a question for you. You want to go back to dial
it.
up? You heard me?
What?
I said, do you want to go back to dial up?
Hey, I'll go back further than that. Yeah, damn, take away the whole internet bullshit. Let motherfuckers actually get on the road back to goddamn writing letters that's gonna take 2 or 3 days to meet it to make it to the person you want to talk to if you ain't got no phone. But this isn't about, things being fast, things slow. It's about the dependency that people put on their microwave.
Well, I'm just presenting different things that people may come at you with, you know. Well, what about this? What you got to say about that?
Well, they pay attention to context there, should be answered. See, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Not doing the goddamn mental work. But yeah, man. I mean, some of the shadow sides of this side, impatience, laziness of the mind, loss of creative stamina, emotional shallowness, and what we was just talking about, the depending on the technology. Now, to add a little spice on top of that, dependence on technology for self worth. You know,
Mm,
we, we can say, okay, let's use the pistol for an example. You know,
mm-hmm.
hey, I got this pistol. I dare somebody to try me now. I'm somebody. I'll let you have it. But you take that pistol away from it, ain't church house mouse squad.
Yeah.
For the trigger warning for the lady that pushed the marriage thing. You know, it's that piece of paper, that marriage license that makes them feel complete. For the niggas
Without
that
you,
feel like
girl, my life is incomplete.
they don't care about the time we spent together, the bond we created before that piece of paper. You know, we got to go sit down in front of all these folks. We got to get an ordained minister to finalize it in the eyes of God. But God was there the whole time. But anyway, I digress.
Hmm.
And we got some remedies for them shits too. Society, you want it right now. Just pop up at your destination. You don't have the patience for the journey. Yeah, you know, practice manual thinking. Paul spoke about the calculator earlier. Do some math problems, some hard ass math problems without the use of a calculator. If you want to stretch the mind, read something, write it, and debate. Debate what you looking at without any shortcut. Creative discipline. Create the pro- Commit to projects that require time, and I mentioned patience. Time and patience. Time and patience. Let's say it again. Time and patience. For those that use AI, don't use AI so much where now AI is mapping out your content, is coming up with your ideas. Only thing you're is putting in the damn chat is a couple of words, and you got a whole damn spiel on something thanks to AI that had nothing to do with the mental strength of you.
Hey,
Now,
I got a math question.
you got a math question.
Yeah. When
Well, right.
going back try
Go
when
ahead.
no, I was just when going back to try to use, our brains when using math, is it okay to use an abacus? Abacus.
The balls you got to slide to one side.
Yeah.
Uh, well, that's better than a calculator. That's using more mental than a calculator because okay, this symbol means three on the calculator. That symbol means four on the calculator. With that thing you just mentioned, you got to actually count the balls out, slide them to the side, count the other balls out, slide them to the side. You actually got to do fucking work. So yeah, use that. Use that.
Abacus. Yeah, that's what that is.
Yeah, just think of how many people that had awakened from the cell phone. Now, you know, with this technology, it is convenient. It has made, depending on your route, your path, it can make things safer. Imagine
Yeah,
if the Black Panthers had the internet.
yeah.
You
Well,
know,
it also can give someone access to something that they wouldn't have been able possibly to do before.
right.
For instance, uh, me in music, I can't read or look at music, and I can't play a goddamn instrument. But I sure can get on this computer and put some shit together and end up with a beat. I wouldn't be able to do that without this technology. You know what I'm saying? I have to sit on the sideline and watch the real musicians do it. Now, a real musician will still walk up and tell me, "Dog, you ain't doing nothing. Sit your ass down."
You see, now we have to, we have to be petty and look at the word real. Just because
Mm.
you don't have the equipment that a major producer has, what makes him real and you fake, or him more
Well, no,
real
I'm
than
saying
you?
like somebody who could really play the drums or really play the guitar and shit.
Oh, the actual musician.
Yeah, yeah. They probably
Yeah,
look at somebody on the beats and all that on these beat machines and be like, dog,
yeah.
yeah, but dog, you ain't doing that. But that person on the beat machine probably would never be able to create music without the technology of that. You know what I'm saying? Beat
Like,
machine and shit like that.
like,
Because a
look at
lot of
Prince. Like, look at Prince.
yeah,
Prince played every fucking piece of instrument in the music you heard.
yeah. So Prince would laugh at me like, bruh, come on, dog. You can't even sit in the same room with me, bruh. You better bring me some tea or something, bruh. You, hey, when I Prince would be looking at me like you part of the Motisa tribe. When it comes to that music shit, you know what I'm
Yeah, yeah.
saying?
So,
Ooh, 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 ooh. There is something I wanted to tell you. You know
okay.
how you know how we were talking about uh got a love hate relationship with O'Neal,
Yeah.
uh Neil Tyson DeGrasse. Well, I was just watching a thing with him and this dude, white dude, actually, and they were saying pure they said pure African, somebody who's pure African don't have a drop of Neanderthal DNA. And you there?
Yeah, I was waiting on more.
No, that's it.
Oh,
But they did have more. They said they had there was a mix, but then there was a coming together. You could see there was a coming together of all of it, and that's why I forgot how they put it, but yeah, they said pure African people, a person with pure African blood don't have no Neanderthal. And I was like, huh. That now they in mental's bag, but mental been saying that. But you now that's the mainstream going to accept that motherfucker saying it over you.
of course they are. Of course they are.
But I'm just telling you because hey,
Come
hey, now
on,
they, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
All right, all right. Now I got a question for you. Now,
Hold on. Let me get through this microwave society real quick.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Real quick, just on this though. If that's true, and mainstream scientists are starting to come into agree with you, how you gonna start feeling about them then?
How I'm gonna start feeling about who?
The mainstream scientists, because you was been
Oh,
against them all this time, and now if they coming to sit in your tent and agree with you, how you gonna look at them sitting in your tent now? Are you gonna pull out the peace fight?
I mean, shit. They can sit down there and shit. They can goddamn. They can't hit my pipe. They can have their own pipe and shit. But I ain't gonna beat them up. Shit, glad that you got it. Suck that it took this long for you to admit it, but you already know. Soon somebody with a lighter skin say some shit, it becomes law. That was my
Is your
only.
pettiness gonna come out?
No, it ain't because I ain't got time to be petty. But
Hmm.
but I
You
will
go.
throw a couple. I told you so.
Yeah, when I find the video, I'm gonna send it to you. Go ahead, dog. My bad.
Hold on, wait. me go. So, like I was saying, conv- so saying it's the unconscious use of growth. You know, use it to free time for deeper thinking, not to replace thinking altogether. This we're talking about AI. Mm. But
Have we
even when it
ha-
comes, what
have we been overindulging in convenience?
have we been overindulging in inconvenience?
Yeah, inconvenience. Like we got so used to convenience, like we've been doing convenience too much.
Yeah, yeah, and a lot of us are on autopilot because of it. Just like I was telling on the phone with my boy Kazon the other day. Um, we gotten so comfortable being in this body, we even forgot that we're not the body. It just you know the the pleasures that comes with having a body, the being able to experience the senses, being able to experience other people's matrix, whether it be good or whether it be bad in our perception. If we can have these things, but we must understand that it's just the tool, not for us to get comfortable with, not to just make things easier. Because I was told by a couple of sons and a couple older people in my family, if it's,
So wait, are you saying the body is just the tool?
I mean, it can be used as things, but yeah, when use it's a tool.
Uh, I'm just making sure that's what you was referring to when you said that it's a tool.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, shit, okay. All right, think about it. People pray for big house, big bank account, couple cars, refrigerator busting out the seams with food and shit, you know, things like that. And they'll pray to God for it. They'll pray to a spiritual being for something physical when this spiritual being gave you a physical device to go do the shit that you want to acquire physically. I'm not finna keep changing the channel for you, Wilton. Let it Nez. You watch it, and then that's all you watch. But yeah, we gotta just move past this push a button and done in 2 minutes type thinking. Because going to the microwave analogy, when we use a microwave, uh, you still got soft spots, still got cold spots that equals in, it's uneven results. You know, the flavor isn't there, because you don't have enough time for the season to set in. You cook things with love, it tastes better. There's no relationship in the process with microwave. You just in and out ready. And the mindset is I want it now. It's my money and I want it now. And so with all of that, you skip the lesson, you lose patience, and you depend on shortcuts for everything you look to do. How can I make this more quick? How can I shave 3 hours off of 5 hours? You know, now As we use a microwave, let's go and use the prop pot analogy too. You know, it may take all day. It may. Could take a couple hours. But you get even heat, you get nothing rushed, and it's rich and it's the depth is rich. Like and so the flavor, you with every bite, you taste damn near every ingredient, every goddamn spice, and when you slow cook it, the seasons and the ingredients and everything that you put in it, has time to mingle and go meet each other. Hey, my name is Salt. Hi, Salt. I'm Pepper. How are you? I'm awesome. Then season salt come around the corner, man. Fuck y'all. you know, and so and when you go through the actual slow cooking process, you respect the process, you trust the process. You learn from the way. Like I'm saying, good things time in the process is part of the process is part of the reward. You know, that journey. It's more fulfilling to pay attention to the journey than getting to the destination. Yeah, the destination does come with its own reward. But shit, if you enjoyed the journey just as much when you get to the destination, well, guess what you're gonna do when you get to that destination?
You got to pick a new
So
journey.
you're gonna pick a new journey. And with doing that, you build patience, wisdom, and that creative stamina I was talking about earlier.
I can't just stay at that destination.
I mean, you can, but don't expect anything more than what that destination has to offer. You know,
But
you
then
know what I'm
that means
saying?
that destination needs to change and get what I need to offer. This ain't they ain't got room service at this destination.
Probably not. Um, but hey, who's know? I don't know where that person's destination is. They might have room service. Matter of fact, it might not even have a room to offer service. You know? So I got this story that I want to read. It's titled "The Tale of Two Kitchens."
Wait, start over. Start over. You said once, and then you kind of went out.
Were two cooks, quick and slow. Quick loved microwaves. He pushed buttons and his meals were done in minutes. He bragged about speed and everyone admired how fast he could eat. But his meals were uneven, sometimes cold, sometimes soggy, and always lacking flavor. He never learned the art of seasoning, the patience of simmering, or the magic that comes from letting the ingredients mingle over time. Slow, on the other hand, loved slow cooking. She chopped, measured, and stirred, and waited. Hours passed, and the aroma filled the air. Her meals weren't just food, they were experiences. Every bite taught her something about patience, about balance, about transformation. She learned the art of timing, the beauty of waiting, and the subtle joy of creation. One day, Quick watched Slow's kitchen. Curious, he tried to copy her, but he rushed. The soup burned, the flavors clashed, and he grew frustrated. Slow smiled and said, It's not the speed that feeds you. It's the time you give your work to your mind, to your soul. Quick realized that his constant push for convenience has left him half fed, not just in body, but in mind and spirit. From that day, he began to slow cook his thoughts too. And slowly the richness became, and slowly the richness of life began to taste different, fuller, deeper, and more satisfying. So my question to y'all is, right now, who are you in your kitchen? And I'm using kitchen as an analogy of life. Are you slow or are you quick?
It's called me the Black Paula Dean.
Oh shit. Yeah. So now again, convenience does have its pros. But when we overindulge, it becomes a con, then we become codependent, then everything goes to shit after that.
Well, don't let me catch you in the drive-through.
Oh, I don't even do fast foods anymore. So you probably won't catch me there unless it's for a beverage or something. Yeah, but no, man.
EMC goes, hey, you see Minister Society? Huh?
Menace to society. Yeah.
You catch him at the drive-through. Look, they gonna catch you
Summer
at the
ice
drive-through.
cream. And
We got you. We got you. Hey, we live. We're live. Drive-through. We caught me to a drive-through.
we called it.
And
We got it.
we got it. And while you at the window, give me a cheeseburger and some fries.
You're right.
I won't make this thing public if you give me a cheeseburger and some
Oh shit. Yeah.
fries.
Um, when life is too convenient, the journey doesn't change you. Without struggle, the reward feels empty because you haven't grown in the person who can appreciate.
Ooh.
Like these children. We buy these children all of these expensive name brand shits, and then we get upset because they don't put any value on the $159 pair of shoes that you just spent on them. They don't care nothing about that. They want the goddamn Batman and Spider Man shoes. That's gonna run you $20 at the most.
Uh,
So they're not
I
gonna
got another.
appreciate it.
I got another example of what you're talking about, and I just said it to somebody yesterday. No, I said it to him today. You know that everyday phone call I had. Well, in
Yeah.
that phone call, I said, "Man, I noticed that you know when it comes to chaos, you've been cutting this stuff out, this stuff out, this stuff out. If you think about it, if the universe would have handed you what you actually wanted last year, would you have been able to handle it with all the chaos?" And the answer was no.
Of course. If she didn't get it last year,
But you think about it, but think about it, think about how does that fit into this whole microwave conversation? As in, hey, you wanted it and you wanted it quicker, but the universe was saying, hey, you you need to Chef Poudon, the dude, what's his name? Bam,
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Emerald. You better put some Bam in that. You better get in that kitchen and put some more Bam. You know, your lessons ain't simmered long enough.
Right.
You ain't let the salt and pepper get in there yet.
Okay.
And
Take
you
me
out here
my
wanting,
seasoning.
hey, look, and you out here want people to taste you.
Ah, you out there piece bland as hell.
Oh, hey, trigger warning, because some people don't cook the season.
Mm, mm, mm,
I ain't saying no name.
mm, mm. But yeah, though, man. So microwave society been on my mind for a few days, so I had to present it so it can get off my mind and the next idea can come through.
Mm,
So,
mm.
but yeah, man, that concludes the microwave society. We can get them fire this
We
enjoy.
we ain't hear nothing you just said.
Oh, it's fine.
Last thing we heard you say is fire this blunt.
Hey, you can leave it at that. Shit. It wasn't nothing important. Oh, yeah, man. Any questions, whether it be about self or microwave society from anyone? Anybody
I
got
don't
some
have
rebuttal? Anything?
anything.
Floor is now open. The floor, well,
All right. You mind if I ask you a question?
I don't know.
What are signs that someone is not listening or taking in what you're saying in a conversation verbally? What's some verbal cues?
They might ask us a question that was answered in what you just said.
All right. Anything else?
Um, yeah, I mean, there's many more. That's the only thing I could think of.
Would you like me to give you are you interested in a quick 6 bullet points?
Sure, one.
Interrupting. They constantly cut you off before you finished your thought, often to change the
Were,
subject or jump in on their own story. Generic
were you triggered by
responses.
reading that?
No,
Okay.
no, because there's a thing. There's a difference. It says they cut you off before you finish your thought, often to change the subject or jump in the own. Most times when stop somebody, I don't change the subject. I'm asking them about something they actually speaking about. Not just now. I was just not messing with you, but yeah. So no, that didn't trigger me. Did it trigger
Okay.
you?
No.
Hmm. Does this trigger you? They offer vague replies like, "Uh-huh, yeah, sounds good. That's crazy," without any real substance.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay. That should have been number one.
Oh, well, you just experienced this. No follow-up questions. A generally engaged listener will often ask questions to understand more deeply. Lack of these questions suggests they're not processing the information enough to be curious.
Did I question?
But somebody comes to mind I used to watch you interact with all the time, and they never ask you a follow-up question.
Say that again.
I said, I used to watch you interact with somebody a lot, and they never asked you a follow-up question.
Not the first one, but had everything to goddamn argue against.
Well, neither that or, they took it to some information that they watched or something somewhere. Anywho, they quickly changed the subject. As soon as you finish speaking, they pivot to a completely unrelated topic, especially one that's about them. You know, mental. Mm. Do you see that as what you said you used to do? Like in a subject, you had to take yourself out right there. Remember you was talking about you had to learn how to stop inserting yourself when somebody brings something up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that would. As soon as they pivot to a completely unrelated topic, especially one about this. All right, ooh, repeating or that's what you just said. This is what one you said. Repeating or misremembering information. They might repeat your words back to you without adding any meaningful input, or they may ask you to repeat something you just said because they weren't paying attention.
At least
And
they
last
answered
but
and didn't just continue like they got it.
Hmm. The last one is, what do you think of this word? Conversational narcissism.
Um, I'm so tired of hearing that damn word narcissist has been thrown around so much now. But a
Man,
conversational, hmm,
this is a person who
I
constantly
think, I
steers the
think
conversation
gaslight-
back, huh?
I said maybe gaslighting. That's what I'm thinking.
Well, they steer the conversation back to themselves, back to their experiences, or back to their opinion.
Yeah, but
Hey, uh, yeah. Well, any thoughts on that? They got nonverbal and body cooling examples as well. But
any thought on people?
well, uh, d- do you see that? Matter of fact, do you see that in conversations?
I do see that in conversations. Nearly every point that was just made.
Hmm.
Because people aren't, if they aren't interested in whatever you're talking about or whatever I'm talking about, I can't do nothing but respect that. Hey, maybe this ain't for you. Maybe this speech isn't for you. And me personally, I don't put any energy. into those individuals no longer. Because the Aquarius in me wants to help so much, I have to tone it back because everybody's not going to want the help, and it may not be. I may not be who they need help from, which is the reason for me creating the school for the seekers.
Hmm. Some could say I'm not some, but some could say you discriminate.
Say that what?
Discriminating.
Oh, what? Call it what you want. Yeah, discriminated. A lot of these major corporations discriminate. We don't say shit about them. But since I'm small, I'm eating potatoes right now.
I'm just I said it wasn't me, I said some could say.
Yeah, they could. Wisdom. So it wasn't like the sauces mixed together. Oh, that's cool. Mama, I want some. Actually, sorry, you okay? I'm sure you don't need that fork, do you? No, I don't. That's mine, spicy. Probably not because it's pasta.
Hey, you ever see clips of Joe Budden podcast, bro?
Spicy say,
Hi.
I don't see.
Hey, well, man, I don't see no comments.
You don't see?
Uh-uh. No, I ain't see that. Oh, yeah, shit. I guess my comments is broke over here. Um, uh, you know that dude Lamont Hill, Mark Lamont Hill, that's on Joe Budden's podcast. You ever seen him on some of them clips?
I've seen that name.
Yeah, Mark Lamont Hill.
Yeah, you went back to sleep. Yo, what about him?
Guess what the name of his YouTube channel is?
What is it?
Night School.
Oh, hell. What is he teaching?
Huh?
I say, what is he teaching?
Mark Lamont Hill. Let's see.
You still want to try it?
This is your home for radical independent thought. If you're tired of mainstream feeding you the same narratives, it's time to step into the truth every Monday through Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Join me for Night School, where we break down the latest news with real talk, radical analysis for the people. On Sundays, 9 p.m., don't miss office hours where I sit down with the brightest minds to deep dive into politics and pop culture. This channel is where you find my speeches, debates, interviews, and more content you won't find anywhere else. Hit the subscribe button, turn on post notifications, and stay locked in. Support independent radical media by donating. Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Zelle.
Hey. Yeah, what is that? You still alive? No, I'm gonna get closed out. Hey, can somebody pin, not pin, type in the comments, spiritual spiritual elevated life forms with an S at Gmail.
Type in there what?
Spiritual elevated life forms at Gmail. Damn, I should have did that first.
Life form?
Yo,
Is that it?
yep.
Should I put the .com? Or
Just
you
I
think
was just
people can
looking
figure
at
it?
that. I was just looking at that. Really,
There you go.
we put the we didn't put the .com.
There it is. And in my Dr. Umar voice, there it is again. Spiritual
It,
elevated life form at gmail.com. Spiritual elevated life forms at gmail.com. Spiritually elevated life form at gmail.com.
gotta say it 3 times so it's thick. It's a trick in psychology. But yeah, if y'all have enjoyed this live and y'all want to join or help in the construction of self, shoot me a shoot a email to spiritual elevated life forms at Gmail. Um, with the subject help or either join, depending on which area you want to take. Or you can put help and join.
Hey, or you can add one more category: donate.
Donate. You know, I kind of looked at that under the do. You know, I say, hey, send me some money. No, I
Well,
want to do something.
just as long as you
You,
promise you don't become the king of Pan Africanism.
no, we gonna be king of Americanism. But yeah, um, anything else y'all want to talk about? If not, I'm finna get off this damn thing and feed my face. I might see y'all later on. I might not. You ain't gonna like them. They super salty. They supposed to poke holes. No, that ain't your fault. They supposed to poke holes in the top of the shit so this thing can escape and not just make every damn thing in us soggy. You know, so if y'all enjoyed this live, put self in the comments. And I thank y'all for being here.
right, man.
I appreciate y'all
You
showing up. I'll be back another time.
be good. You be good.
Word, word, word. All right, and remember, you all stars. So shine like one.